Abdelkader Bouker grew up in the tight concrete neighborhoods of Amsterdam-West, where crime wasn't far. It lived next door. His parents came from North Africa, hoping for a better life, but the streets offered their son something different: survival through hustle. From childhood, he watched older boys wearing gold chains, driving fast cars, and he learned one thing early: respect in the streets came from fear, not kindness. In school, Abdelkader was clever but restless. Teachers said he could be anything, but the system didn't understand boys like him. Boys who went home to poverty and pressure. By 15, he stopped caring about books. He cared more about money. He wanted to escape the small apartment where arguments were louder than dreams. At 17, Abdelkader met Karim, a local dealer who ran errands for the Mocro gangs. Karim offered him quick work: deliver a package, no questions asked. The pay was more than what his father earned in a week. That first envelope of cash changed his future. He told himself it was just one job. It wasn't. By 19, Abdelkader was part of the street underbelly. He learned the codes: loyalty, silence, speed. He didn't use drugs, he sold them. He avoided showing off, unlike others. His quietness made people underestimate him, but those who crossed him soon learned he wasn't soft. Abdelkader started working for bigger figures, guys like Benaouf A, Noffel F, and Omar L. They noticed how calm he was under pressure. While others boasted about guns, Abdelkader kept his head down and delivered results. Soon he was trusted with serious tasks: transports, protection, and collection jobs. One night, he was called for a pickup. It turned out to be a trap. Rival dealers ambushed them. Abdelkader fought back, saved the shipment, and earned his boss's respect. From that day, he wasn't just a runner. He became an enforcer. The man you sent when fear wasn't enough. In the Amsterdam underworld, silence travels faster than bullets. Abdelkader's name began to mean something. Not fame, not luxury, but fear. People whispered, "If Bouker comes for you, it's already too late." Unlike most, Abdelkader avoided the spotlight. No designer clothes, no flashy cars. He moved in the dark. He believed survival meant invisibility. The police had no file with his photo, no voice recordings, only rumors. He worked closely with Gwenette Martha's circle before it collapsed. After Gwenette's murder, Abdelkader quietly shifted his loyalty toward Saeed Razzouki's network, helping maintain balance between factions. He became the bridge that no one could see but everyone feared crossing. Abdelkader believed in one rule: loyalty until the last breath. Betrayal, to him, was worse than death. He watched many fall because they talked too much. He swore never to be one of them. In 2013, one of his close associates, Jamal, was killed outside a shisha bar. Abdelkader didn't go to the funeral. Instead, he tracked the man responsible, a rival named Aziz, and made sure he disappeared quietly. No police, no witnesses, just silence. Abdelkader managed cocaine routes that linked Antwerp, Rotterdam, and Amsterdam. He didn't touch the product. He controlled logistics. He was the man who made sure shipments arrived, police raids failed, and profits kept flowing. The Dutch police's National Crime Squad began connecting the dots. They noticed how every big bust had one name behind it: a Bouker. But no one knew what he looked like. He was a ghost who lived among real men. In Antwerp, a deal went wrong. A rival gang intercepted a major shipment. Abdelkader lost millions. His employers accused him of weakness. He responded with violence. 3 men went missing in the next week. The message was clear: don't test Bouker's patience. He never stayed long in one place. One week Amsterdam, next week Spain, then Belgium. He used fake names and rented apartments under fake companies. Even Interpol couldn't pin him down. Amira, a Moroccan-Dutch woman, fell in love with him. She knew what he did, but she believed she could change him. For a while, Abdelkader tried. No drugs, no deals, no guns. But the streets pulled him back. "You can't change what the city made," he told her before disappearing for weeks. When the Mocro wars exploded, rival gangs killing each other in public, Abdelkader stood in the middle. He wasn't a leader, but his hands were everywhere. People said he arranged hits, others said he prevented them. The truth? He did both. He worked under Said Razzouki, who partnered with Ridouan Taghi, the most feared man in Dutch crime. Abdelkader handled coordination between drug routes and hit squads. It was dangerous work, but it gave him influence. When Shahid Yaklaf was killed in 2015, whispers said Abdelkader was involved. Not the shooter, but the planner. Police found burned cars and untraceable phones. No fingerprints, no faces. Just another ghost story in the Mocro War. Dutch detectives tapped phones and intercepted messages coded in PGP encrypted phones. One username, a B ghost, appeared often. They believed it was Abdelkader, but proving it was like chasing smoke. Even as his world burned, friends dying, police raiding, money freezing, Abdelkader stayed calm. "Fear is how they find you," he told a young recruit. His calmness was his armor. Police raided a warehouse in Amsterdam-West and found 500 kilos of cocaine. Inside, they found ledgers with initials. One name kept appearing, AB. But again, no full proof. Abdelkader remained untouchable. Like many Dutch-Moroccan crime figures, Abdelkader moved operations to southern Spain, Marbella, Malaga, and Algeciras. There, he lived quietly, managing operations remotely, using encrypted phones and silent partners. When one of his couriers was arrested and agreed to testify, Abdelkader acted fast. The witness vanished before the trial. The message spread across Europe. Snitches don't live long. His parents didn't talk about him. His mother wept in silence. His father told neighbors he worked in shipping. They feared police more than they feared the truth. In Spain, he met other fugitives, Omar L., Said Razzouki, and Noffel F. They discussed new routes through North Africa. Abdelkader was the logistics man. He knew how to move containers unnoticed. When news broke about a massive cocaine network tied to Moroccan Dutch figures, media speculated about Abdelkader's role. His photo never appeared, but his initials haunted every headline. One of his men sold him out to Spanish police. They raided his villa. Abdelkader escaped minutes before the raid. Cameras caught a man in a hoodie fleeing into the hills. That was the last confirmed sighting. For years, Abdelkader lived on the run. Fake passports, new faces, and quiet nights. Yet the paranoia never left. He ate alone, slept lightly, and trusted no one. He later moved operations toward northern Morocco, blending into the drug routes from the Rif Mountains. Police sources believed he used local tribes to smuggle shipments through Europe. As he aged, new faces replaced him, loud, reckless, impatient. Abdelkader watched from afar as young gangsters destroyed what he helped build. "They want fame," he said once, "but fame gets you killed." By 2020, international cooperation between Spain, Morocco, and the Netherlands narrowed the search. They linked multiple murders and drug shipments back to him. But even then, no one found him. A rumor spread that Abdelkader had been killed in Spain. But there was no body, no proof. Some said he faked his death to escape the war. Others believed he lived quietly somewhere in North Africa. In Dutch police archives, there's a file marked Bouker Unresolved. Inside are photos, coded messages, and theories. No fingerprints, no arrests, only questions. Street kids still whisper his name. Bouker was the one who never got caught. His legend became a story of street wisdom, how silence, planning, and patience can build empires that no one sees. Abdelkader's empire cost him everything: family, peace, and a future. He had money but no rest. Every friend could be an enemy. Every phone call could mean death. Interpol believes millions of euros remain hidden in shell companies across Spain and Belgium. Some say his girlfriend Amira still controls part of it. But no one knows for sure. His story became a quiet warning for new criminals. Fear keeps you alive, but it kills your soul slowly. Many young men admired him. Few wanted his ending. Amsterdam's underworld doesn't pause for legends. New names took over: Taghi, Razzouki, and younger successors. Yet every once in a while, an old dealer looks back and says, "If Bouker were here, this wouldn't have happened." Whether dead or alive, Abdelkader Bouker's name lingers in Amsterdam's cold air. The man who ruled quietly, killed silently, and vanished completely became a myth. In the underworld, he's not remembered as the loudest, but as the last who truly understood silence is power.